Hi, Bob Rasooli, Orange County, California. Thank you for taking the time to watch this introduction and learn more about the API 1184 Pipeline Facility Construction Inspector Exam Preparation course offered by I4I Academy. If you are considering the API 1184 certification, this video is meant to give you a clear picture of what the certification represents, what the exam is designed to evaluate, and how this course is structured to help you prepare thoroughly and confidently. The API 1184 certification is part of the American Petroleum Institute's individual certification program and is intended for professionals who are involved in the inspection of pipeline facilities during construction. These facilities include compressor stations, pump stations, meter stations, terminals, and the associated mechanical, electrical, structural, and civil infrastructure that supports pipeline systems. These facilities are critical assets, and their construction must meet strict requirements for safety, quality, environmental protection, and long-term reliability. The API 1184 exam is designed to determine whether a candidate has the broad knowledge base required to perform effectively as a pipeline facility construction inspector. This is not a design-focused exam, and it is not limited to one discipline. Instead, it evaluates whether you understand how construction activities are planned, executed, inspected, documented, and verified across multiple trades and systems. It also evaluates your understanding of inspector responsibilities, safety management, environmental controls, quality assurance, and professional conduct. One of the most important things to understand about the API 1184 exam is that it is a closed book exam. You will not have access to any reference materials during testing. You are given a limited amount of time to complete the exam, and success depends on your ability to recall requirements, interpret inspection scenarios, and apply standards correctly from memory. Because of this, preparation requires more than surface-level familiarity with the codes. It requires real understanding, repetition, and practice applying inspection principles in a practical context. This course has been developed directly from the official API 1184 body of knowledge, which defines the scope of topics and competencies tested on the exam. The intent of the program is to align your study time with what the exam actually evaluates, so that your effort is focused, efficient, and effective. The course emphasizes how an inspector thinks, how decisions are made in the field, and how requirements from different standards come together during facility construction. At the core of the certification is API Recommended Practice 1184, which defines the role, responsibilities, and expectations of a pipeline facility construction inspector. This document establishes the foundation for the entire exam. It addresses inspection management, safety responsibilities, environmental protection, quality assurance, documentation, and coordination with contractors and project personnel. Developing a strong understanding of API 1184 is essential because it frames how all other standards are applied in the context of facility construction inspection. In addition to API 1184, the exam includes several other key industry standards that support specific inspection activities. One of the most important is API 1104, which governs the welding of pipelines and related facilities. This standard establishes requirements for welding procedures, welder qualifications, inspection methods, and acceptance criteria. In the context of facility construction, welding is a critical activity, and inspectors are expected to understand how welding requirements are verified, how discontinuities are evaluated, and how compliance is documented. Another major reference is API Recommended Practice 1110, which addresses the pressure testing of steel pipelines used for the transportation of gas, hazardous liquids, highly volatile liquids, and carbon dioxide. Pressure testing is a key verification step in facility construction, and inspectors must understand test preparation, execution, monitoring, acceptance criteria, and documentation. The course explains how pressure testing fits into the overall inspection process and how inspectors confirm compliance with testing requirements. Electrical systems are also a significant part of pipeline facilities, which is why the exam references API Recommended Practice 540, covering electrical installations in petroleum processing plants. Although this document is not limited to pipelines, it provides guidance on electrical safety, grounding, installation practices, and system reliability. Inspectors are expected to recognize basic electrical inspection issues, verify compliance with project specifications, and identify conditions that could affect safety or operability. Mechanical installation practices are addressed through API Recommended Practice 686, which focuses on machinery installation and installation design. This standard provides guidance on equipment alignment, mounting, foundation preparation, and installation quality. In facility construction, inspectors must understand how rotating and mechanical equipment is installed, supported, and verified prior to commissioning. The course connects these requirements to inspection activities performed at pump stations, compressor stations, and similar facilities. Safety is a central theme throughout the API 1184 certification, and the exam references ANC Z49.1, which addresses safety in welding, cutting, and allied processes. Inspectors are expected to understand safety requirements, recognize unsafe conditions, and ensure that work activities are performed in accordance with established safety practices. This includes understanding hot work controls, personal protective equipment, and hazard mitigation during construction activities. In addition to API and ANSI standards, the exam also includes the INGAA Construction Safety and Quality Consensus Guidelines, specifically those addressing safety orientation communication, pipe hauling and stringing safety, and trenching and excavation safety. These guidelines reinforce the importance of job site safety and hazard awareness during construction. Inspectors play a key role in observing work practices, identifying risks, and ensuring that safety requirements are being followed consistently. Beyond individual standards, the API 1184 exam evaluates a wide range of inspection activities that occur before, during, and after construction. Inspectors are expected to understand activities that take place prior to construction, including site surveys, identification of property boundaries, evaluation of crossing locations, and recognition of buried infrastructure. They must also understand site preparation activities such as clearing, grading, excavation, trenching, and backfilling, along with soil handling, compaction, and environmental controls. Material handling and receiving is another important area. Inspectors must understand how materials are received, documented, stored, and protected, and how defects or damage are identified and addressed. Documentation plays a major role here, including review of vendor data, material certifications, and quality records. The exam expects candidates to understand how inspectors verify that materials meet project and code requirements before they are incorporated into the work. During construction and installation, inspectors must oversee activities such as foundation and concrete work, structural steel installation, equipment setting, piping installation, welding, coating, instrumentation, and electrical work. This course addresses how inspectors verify that these activities are performed in accordance with specifications, drawings, and applicable standards. It also explains how deficiencies are identified, communicated, corrected, and documented. Quality assurance is woven throughout all of these activities. Inspectors are responsible for ensuring that records are complete, measurements are accurate, reports are clear, and documentation is properly maintained. The API 1184 exam evaluates whether candidates understand the importance of documentation, traceability, and communication in maintaining construction quality. To support exam preparation, this course provides a structured learning pathway that includes detailed video lectures for each major code and topic, flashcards to reinforce key definitions and technical details, and practice questions designed to reflect the style and complexity of the actual API 1184 exam. These tools are intended to help you build both knowledge and confidence, and to become comfortable applying inspection principles under exam conditions. The course also includes multiple mock exams that simulate the real testing environment. These mock exams follow the same structure, time limits, and difficulty level as the actual API 1184 exam. They allow you to assess your readiness, refine your test-taking strategy, and identify areas where additional review may be needed before exam day. The program is designed to be flexible and self-paced. Whether you are new to pipeline facility construction inspection or already working in the field and looking to formalize your experience through certification, the course allows you to focus on the areas that matter most to you. Progress tracking makes it easy to revisit topics and reinforce understanding as needed. If your goal is to pass the API 1184 certification exam and perform confidently as a pipeline facility construction inspector, this course is designed to support that goal by aligning technical knowledge, inspection practice, and exam preparation in one complete program. Thank you for watching this introduction and considering the API 1184 exam preparation course from I4I Academy. I look forward to working with you and supporting your certification journey.